Welcome back to my channel. My name's Tina and I have such an exciting video for you today. Well, exciting for me anyways. I got my very first PR. I've had people DM me and offer like do this and this and this and we'll do whatever. But these people were like, hey, would you like us to send you a palette? No restrictions at all. They didn't even ask for anything. And I'm like, heck yeah, do that. If you're on Instagram and YouTube, you know you get offers a lot. And most of them are scammy as hell. You try to sell people stuff, you get so much off their products or whatever. I don't do any of that. And I don't do anything where they're like, you have to do this. So that's why I haven't gotten anything, I think, other than boxes, which also anybody can get if they do reviews. I was so excited about this because it's the very first time, and that's so amazing. And it's amazing that these guys reached out to me. It's Cleof Cosmetics. I did a review of a palette and some brushes of theirs, and their brushes are freaking amazing. They're $5 and you get 11 of them, and they're like so nice. I couldn't believe how good they were for $5. Like seriously amazing. When they were like, hey, we have this, I was like, heck yeah. Their last palette I tried out, I bought myself. I bought everything else myself. It was a nice palette. The first row wasn't amazing, but the other rows were like fabulous, like oh my god good, and the brushes were amazing. So I have really high hopes for this palette, and look how cute it is. It's called the Cleof Chocolate Box Eyeshadow Collection, and it's in it's wrapped up. Oh, how cute is that? This little thing that looks like a present, and it says stop, we got your back. Seriously though, any issue, just call us for a free replacement at support Cleof Cosmetics. And then it says it's a warranty card. And then thank you for being awesome buying from us. Here is a $3 collection off our entire store, and it looks like that. And then the palette itself is wrapped in foil, like the really nice chocolate that I freaking love. Like, oh my god, I love chocolate. So, and it's got this cute little sticker on there. This is the palette. It looks like we have quite a lot of browns, which you'd expect. An equal amount of brown mattes, I think, to shimmers. Color here looks really intriguing. Let's start by swatching, and a couple of these colors I can tell already just aren't going to show up real well on me. This first one probably won't, and this one here. That's the first row. We have Milk, which doesn't show up. Umber, which is a pink, and it sort of shows up, not very well. It did at the top. Then we have Biscuit, and these shimmers feel amazing. Ruby, which is the pink shimmer. Wilton, this brown here. Ganache, which is this one here. Fudge, yum. And Truffle. The shimmers feel so good, like oh my god good. With mattes it's a little harder to tell. Like when you do swatch mattes, it's kind of like I don't know what it's gonna do. I'm never quite positive until I start working with it. It's the second row, and we have Frosting, Nougat, which is gorgeous. Mousse, which is like a silvery green color. Sometimes those colors do not show up well on camera. Toffee, Souffle, Pudding, and then Praline is black. I have all my makeup done except for my eyes and my lipstick. Let's jump into this and see what happens, because as we know, it's daring to do your makeup completely before you do your eyeshadow. I've used their stuff before, and I'm pretty sure this is gonna be okay. So I'm just taking a small blending brush, and I'm gonna go into Wilton right there and just do that all over my eye. I have down primer, and I'm just using Milk for the inner corner. I do plan on using a lighter shade there. So this Wilton, I love shades like this. It is one of those shadows you could just use it and do a quick amazing look, because it blends out real nice and builds up real nice, so you can actually shade with it on top of itself. I love shadows you can do that with. I did an entire series of one shadow looks that allow you to do this type of thing, and I love that. It just makes putting on, like if you want to go somewhere real fast, you can do what I'm doing right now. Just put it on, blend, build up into your crease a little, and you're out the door. Look at that. Like, that's one shadow, well, two shadows on my lid. That's it. And that is already a very pretty matte look, very simple. When I worked on a military base, this was the only, like, this is as much as you could really do there. I'm going to use ganache, and I'm just going to build up my crease. This is just a clean brush. Look how beautiful that is. Just by itself, like right there, gorgeous. I don't do neutral looks a whole lot, and this palette, when I first saw it, I was kind of like, darn it, it's beautiful. I think I'm gonna go into Ruby. First, I'm gonna take this umber color, and I'm gonna take a packing brush, and I'm just bringing that into my inner corner. I'm going to keep zooming you in so you can see exactly what's going on here because these are beautiful. I don't play with mattes by themselves very often. This is a very pretty matte look, very pink. I'm going to add some shimmer over the top of it. So I'm going to take a ruby, and I'm just using my finger and putting that right in the center of my lid. And this is no glitter glue or anything right now. I am going to grab some. But look how pretty that is. Like, just a nice, subtle, like pinky look. Very pretty, but I'm not really into subtle all the time. Let's see what happens when we add some glitter glue. Because I think this palette, for a lot of people, would be an awesome everyday palette. I'm going back into Ruby, and we're just going to go over the top of that glitter glue. Foils up really pretty. I'm going to take a little bit of nougat and just put that right here on this other side a little bit. It isn't as intense of a foil as you get on a lot of things, but these shades are much more subtle than like if it were gold or something. If I use this color here, this color, which I'm going to go into for my inner corner, and we'll see what happens. So I'm just taking a little more glitter glue. And then I am going to use a brush for this part. Okay, that color is where you get that foiledy look. So this is one of their Cleof Cosmetics brushes. I have more of these. I tend to put them in my travel bags and take them with me because there's several that are smaller and they've got shorter handles than a lot of my other brushes, so they're easier to take with me. I'm going to take Pudding, which is this dark color here, bring that around the outside corner just a little bit. Damn, that could be an eyeliner brush. No fallout whatsoever, like none. I'm just gonna blend with a clean brush. I'm loving this pink look right now. I'm gonna use Souffle and do the bottom of my eye. Okay, that color wasn't what I was expecting, I guess. So I'm gonna grab Melts and go over the top of it, and that's the shade here. It was just a little darker than I expected. A lot of times shimmers look darker in the pan than they are in the lid. I'm going to do my mascara and eyeliner, and I will be right back. I'm back and my makeup is on. I used my Grand Mascara, my Smashbox eyeliner, got little rose gold flecks, and with this pink look, I thought that was really pretty. Lipstick is Smashbox Mauve Squad, and for highlighter and stuff, I used my Smashbox holiday set using rose golds. When I first opened this, I was like, darn it, this looks kind of boring. If you watch my channel, you know I don't do very many neutral looks. This looked very neutral to me, and I was like, how am I going to make this work for me? But there are some gorgeous shades in here that you can easily create just gorgeous looks. I'm kind of obsessed with that pink look right now, and it makes my eyes look super pretty too. I love that. The way these blend is so nice. I haven't used all the shades in here. They had sent me this last week, and when it got here, unfortunately, it was broken. So They said they would send me a new one, which was so awesome of them. I actually didn't expect that. My very first PR, and it's broken. But we all know that happens in shipping, and you know, I'm not gonna blame them for that. The postman drops it on the porch or whatever, and yeah, eyeshadow was not meant to be dropped. It was literally sitting on my porch at 8 o'clock in the evening in a weird spot, like somebody just threw it. They packaged this one super well so that wouldn't happen. But because I did have these shades, I did play with them throughout the week. So I have used quite a bit of this palette. It wasn't in the best condition, so it did not perform as well as this one did. Like, it just didn't, because it wasn't in the best condition. And I think that's true of most eyeshadows. Like, when they're not like how they're supposed to be, they don't work quite as well. You know, I did repress a few and they seemed to work out fine. The shimmers are so soft in here that when you repress them, you're still like, is that the formula? Apparently it is, because they feel like pretty much exactly the same. So if something did happen to yours and you had to repress it, the mattes, I think they set a little harder for me than they did in this pan, because they didn't blend quite as well as this. I'm not surprised by that, because you sort of soak out some of the oils when you repress by putting the alcohol in there. I'm excited that I actually got to try this in its best form. I am loving the way these blend. So this blends just as well as all my Tarte eyeshadows. It blends as well as my Too Faced ones, and those ones blend super well. It doesn't blend quite as well as Smashbox does. Very few things do for me. I'm not sure what it is about that formula in me, but we get along good. I created this look in no time at all. Like, I think it was 15 minutes. These shimmers are, holy crap, like butter. They do not build up to a foil. This is definitely a more neutral palette. It's for more everyday wear than glam looks, and I think it does that beautifully. I didn't have any problems with it at all. I didn't have any fallout. I didn't have really any kick up. They do look kind of funny when you swatch them with your finger. I'm trying to think of something bad to say, because I feel like since they sent it to me for free, I should be like super critical right now. Here's the thing. When I do box boxes, this is what I think. If I spent my own money on this for the retail price, if I bought this, I would be very happy. I would not be upset about it. I think that right there says it all. Or it is a great value for what you're getting. You get 16 shades in here. I've tried most of them. I don't think I've used Praline. I haven't used a few of the shimmers because they were like dead. And it's funny because when I first opened it, I noticed that the shimmers were cracked, and I was like, and I took a picture and sent it to him, and I was like, yeah, they're cracked a little. What was terrible was it must have cracked underneath the surface. So when you ever touched any of them, they would just fall to pieces on you, and you were left with like a mess. And I was concerned when I got this that I was gonna find that their palette, like for some reason their shades were just gonna come out of the pan real crazy like that, but they obviously did not. This is gorgeous. Didn't have any problems at all. If you're looking for this type of palette, I definitely recommend it. I think it's gorgeous. Seriously, I wish I could say something bad because I would feel better right now. So if you're looking for them, they are a small indie brand. They did have a glitter palette that everybody was obsessed with on Instagram for a while that it was really cool and did really well. So you may have heard of them before. Their name is Cleof. I believe that's how you pronounce it, for sure. Let me know what you think of this video and everything, and I will talk to you guys later.